What is Aegyo? And does it have anything to do with eggs? Hi everybody, it's Nikki here. 안녕하세요, 저는 Nikki입니다. Welcome back to another beginner's guide to K-pop. And in this week's Dramarama, I have mentioned that Weekly Idol will play a part in today's video. And yes, it absolutely does, because we are talking about variety shows. Variety shows are a very vital part to promotions of idols' new albums, and especially for a comeback. Usually during, of course, as you would think, in shows, especially variety shows, idols get to kind of showcase their new album and what songs are on, but there's also variety shows that kind of make it a little bit more fun, like Weekly Idol. A few of the more my favorite variety shows are After School Club and, of course, Weekly Idol. And as I've mentioned in Dramarama, on Weekly Idol, there's different games that are being played, such as the 2x speed game, the dance game. But there's also something that a lot of variety shows tend to have idols do, and that is called Aegyo. And Aegyo pretty much means just being cutesy. So I don't know if you guys know the 이러기 이른 Gwiyomi song. Okay. I'm going to show you some idols do just that. But also, as promised, I will show you guys how far Key from SHINee goes, not having to do that Aegyo. I'm not going to be cutesy for you because I'm horrible at it. But like I've mentioned, I will have some idols around that can show you just how to be cute. And of course, Aegyo a lot of times is also more a fan service, and fan service are things that idols do especially to kind of make their fans happy or please their fans, which the Pepero game is also a very, very common fan service game. Pepero is a stick, I think it's candy or it's a cracker, and then one idol is on one side, another member is on the other side, and they have to bite it to get it as small as possible, which a lot of times almost happens that they're touching lips, which of course is a fan service. Because there's fans out there that do like seeing just that. Another thing that I've gotten questions about is the difference in the difference in stage name versus real name. Why is it that some idols have a stage name and some do not? It's actually more simple than I think a lot of people think, and that's simply names are very common. The composition of names are very common in Korean because you have the 3-syllable name. And a lot of times there's members with the same name, which can get confusing, which then turns into one of them, or not even both, get a stage name. For example, in Big Bang, we have Songhyun, which would be Top, and Sangri. So Top, of course, has a stage name, but Sangri also has his stage name, so it wouldn't be confusing. Some members may have names that are extremely hard to pronounce or don't roll off your tongue very easily.
Smitty Werbin Jaegerman Jensen.
What?
This is when the agency then decides that a stage name should be put in place. G-Dragon's composition for his stage name is actually kind of fun. His real name is Ji-Young. G sounds like G, as in G-Dragon. Young is actually the word for dragon. So he has his real name just differently as his stage name, which I think is like extremely smart. G-Dragon, Ji-Young. Very simple, but very powerful as well. So there you have it. Stage names are a lot of times just there to help the fan identify their member or the idol, the member of the group. So if there's names that are hard to pronounce, they will get a stage name. But if an idol comes up with a stage name, it has to be approved by the agency. So they can't just call themselves whatever and think it's all good. No, it has to be approved and it kind of has to fit. And everyone has to kind of be in an agreement about the name. So you couldn't have a really stupid name. And then,
What was his name? Nautius Maximus.
you know what I'm saying? You can't just make up whatever. You can't just call yourself Pig and think that's going to be approved. Because it probably will not. Okay, guys, this is it for this week's Beginner's Guide to K-Pop. We are actually getting really, really close to finishing out this series, and I'm going to be starting a new series for you. If there are things that you're still unsure about, or words that you don't know the meaning of, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, because I read everyone's comment, and I will like it, so you also know that I actually read it. Sometimes I also leave that little heart on there. So don't be shy to interact with me. Also, don't forget to follow all my social media, linked below, Twitter, Instagram, and on my website. Don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell icon so you get notified about new videos that are coming out here. A lot of exciting things are happening to the channel, and I'm so glad that you can be here and experience it with me as we're growing and more content is going up. So again, if there's something you're unsure about, feel free to leave it down below. I will look at it and help you out. I will see you in the next video, guys. I love you. Sarangi. Bye-bye. Annyeong. Looking to learn even more about K-pop? Check out More Beginner's Guide to K-Pop up top. Want the latest K-pop news? Check out K-pop News Flash below.